What's up, guys? It's Jonathan here, and on today's video I'm going to talk about how young professionals can maturely and wisely make large financial decisions. Let's jump into this. So I want to talk about this topic because it's something I see is more and more relevant to 20 somethings and young 30s couples and single people as well. And what I mean by that is a lot of people are looking to buy homes. A lot of people are looking to buy vehicles. Maybe they're forced to buy a vehicle or support their family or whatever. What it is with this stuff, the way you think about large financial decisions, I'm going to break this down not as a financial advisor because I'm not one. Take this with a grain of salt. This is the way I approach these things. But I would recommend budgeting for it. What I mean by that is setting aside a certain amount. Do the math in your head. How many months am I going to have to save how much per month till I hit this number? If it's a house, the down payment, closing costs, reserves. If it's a car, same thing. Just how much is it all going to cost? Buy a car in cash. That's a wise thing to do. But if you're financing, make sure you have, extra reserves there. You're not using like an emergency fund to buy a car. Unless you have to. That's what it's there for, right? But yeah, I want to make this video because I want to encourage people. If you're watching this and you're like, man, I'm just like in a holding pattern for the last 12 weeks. I just don't know, I don't know how to pull the trigger. I don't know how to say yes to the address. I don't know how to, close the trunk and drive the car home. Like, I can't make those decisions. It's so stressful for me. A lot of people, it's really stressful to make big financial decisions, right? If you're in a place where that's not a big financial decision for you, then think of an example that would be a big decision. Like, it's stressful for a lot of people. So what I want to talk about here is really a simple concept, is just do it, and do it with wisdom and advice, but pull the trigger, stop waiting. Because what you'll find is if you're not ridiculous and you're really wise and you think and you're smart and you seek counsel and then you take action on that counsel's advice, you're not going to make a horrible decision. Even if it's a bad decision, a decision that you made is much better than a decision that you never make, because that decision you never made is in and of itself a decision. So yes, it's scary to make a decision, to put yourself into some sort of a box, so to speak, where that decision puts four walls around you or boundaries, to where that's the one you're more or less stuck with for the foreseeable future or until you adjust something else. I want to encourage you to do it anyway, though, because that decision is going to move you in the direction of where you want to and need to be. So all that being said, pull the trigger, go for it. But don't do it on, I want to say just do it, but also make sure it's a wise decision. Don't justify using,